Hi, today we are in Armenia, in Colombia, and with me I have this love couple, and you are gonna hear their lovely story later. And introduce yourself, and you too.
I'm Karson.
I'm Eyson.
Yeah, I'm amazing Eyson.
Eyson and Karson.
Yeah, and what are we gonna cook today?
Today we're gonna make vegetarian enchiladas. Healthier version of enchiladas.
Yeah, and I'm excited about it because enchiladas is normally very good.
We'll hope so. I'm not Mexican. I don't have any Mexican roots. This is just my take on it.
Yeah, and that's perfect.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I like to make my own enchilada sauce. First of all, because I can't find it here, so I have to make it myself. Even if you can find your own enchilada sauce, it's really nice to make your own because you can add your own flavors, and of course, it's like way less sodium and stuff.
Yeah.
We'll add some vegetable broth, which I made earlier.
Yeah.
And some spices and some oil and lots of chili powder and a little bit of flour to make it thick. So if you want, you can add that.
Is this the oil?
That's the oil.
Okay.
You want to add that flour?
Yeah.
And then we're just going to whisk. And then I'm going to go ahead and add this because I don't want to get too toasty. This is chili powder. It's just strained tomatoes, or you can use tomato sauce, or you can blend up tomatoes and use that. I just prefer to use this because I really like the consistency. I'm going to just add my veggie broth to this to get the rest of the tomatoes out.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to go ahead and go in with that. Okay, this is like a little spice mixture I made. It's just some garlic powder, onion powder, salt, a lot of cumin, and then just some dried oregano leaves. And we're just going to add that. Again, you can just add like what spices you like and let it simmer for about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And just so it'll get like nice and thick and everything will combine. I'm going to put my cast iron here. We're going to do our mixture that goes inside our enchiladas.
See?
So we're going to do some red bell pepper, zucchini, black beans, corn, and I roasted a little bit of sweet potato.
Ooh.
I love sweet potato. It's
Good.
Like, it's
Good
my,
idea.
It's my favorite food in the world.
Yeah.
And we just now found it here in Colombia. Like, they didn't have it before. And they have some weird, it's kind of a weird, like, variety. It's a Colombian version.
Yeah.
It's a little more starchy, but it works good.
Yeah.
I like it. So.
Yeah, good.
I just did it with a little bit of spices, with some paprika and cumin, I think, and salt and pepper, a little bit of avocado oil, and I baked it for 45 minutes in the oven. So this is going to be our filling with some spices for our enchiladas. I just added a little bit of olive oil to this pan, and I'm going to cook this garlic just for like a minute maybe because the oil is pretty hot.
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and go with my zucchini. I don't like to add I might be weird, but I don't really love to add my bell peppers first because I feel like the bell peppers, like, I feel like it just takes the flavor over of the entire dish.
Yeah.
So I like to add it once everything else is kind of already cooked through. So I'm just going to go ahead and add corn.
It smells delicious.
Look at that colorful pan.
And I do like equal amounts of everything.
Yeah.
We can roll up our enchiladas. And we just put a little bit of our filling. I'm going to roll it over here, not to make a mess. Okay, and we just fold. A little delicate. If it falls out, that's okay. And then put it like that. I like about that much. So, whatever cheese you like, whatever cheese you have. This is just some cheese I found here. Again, add as much or as little as you like.
Yeah.
If you want to make this super indulgent, cover the whole thing with cheese. And this is pepper jack, so it's a little bit spicy. Is that going to be okay for you?
Yeah.
Hopefully. And then this is just like a cheddar mix. I put the foil on top for 20 minutes while it's cooking, and the last 5 minutes I take it off so the cheese gets nice and golden brown. I'm really confident about my guacamole.
Yeah.
It's the first thing I learned how to make.
Like as a kid, you mean?
No, I mean like the first real thing I learned how to make as an adult. Here they're so cheap. Like ridiculously cheap.
My
Like-
mom got a big box, like about this big and then this
Yeah.
deep, and that was about $6.
That's insane.
It was tons. Like
Yeah.
you could have guacamole for an army with
Yeah.
that. This is not like a crazy guacamole recipe. It's really simple, but it's so good. And everyone, when I'm back home in the States, literally everyone wants me to make it. And I've had people here that don't like avocados have tried it. Like Eyson, he doesn't like to eat avocados.
Huh, you don't?
But he can sit here and eat this whole bowl of
Mhm.
guacamole.
I could.
A lot of people like theirs with big chunks.
Mm?
I like it not liquefied like in a blender, but I love it mashed like this
Yeah.
because I just feel like it's the perfect texture. In here we have, I think 4 or 5 avocados mashed, salt, pepper, cumin, 2 small Roma tomatoes diced, and 1 really small red onion, and a handful of coriander chopped, and 1 garlic clove minced, and the juice of 1 lime. Let's see how these are. Oh Lord, hopefully it's not burnt. That would be ugly. So now it doesn't look super pretty right now because it's not golden brown.
But wait.
Okay, so I'm gonna turn the oven off because it's super hot. And I'm gonna turn my broiler on so that it gets a little bit more brown. Let's let it cool for a few minutes and then
Yeah.
we'll add our... This is a little bit heavy, you know, because of the cheese and the sauce and the tortillas, so I just like to add the fresh.
Mm?
Oh Lord, help us. Got a little bit crusty on the bottom. Okay, let's see here. Dig in, girl.
Yeah, I like it very much. It's creamy and flavorful. That's all you need.
Yeah.
This is really good.
Hi, I'm Karson,
Hi, I'm Eyson.
and we live here in Armenia, Quindío, Colombia, and I'm from the States, from Georgia.
I am from Armenia, born and raised here in Colombia.
I'm 26, just turned 26.
I am 23 years old.
So we work in Finlandia, Quindío, which is a beautiful village about 20 minutes away from where we live. We have a nonprofit foundation called Fundación Pioneros, which is the Pioneer Foundation, where we help kids with their homework. We teach them English. We teach them about the Lord, about praying, and we love it. We're really happy. We're Christians. We believe that other than like religious, we just have a relationship with God, and we just believe He works in our lives and in everyone's lives, and that He has a plan. I've been a Christian personally, like since I was 5.
I've been a Christian since I was 16, and I can testify to that it changes your life. It changes the view you have on life, and it's not to say that everything becomes perfect, that you don't have any problems. It's just that you have that hope to hold on to.
We met in February. We're dating by July. 2 days later, we got engaged, and then in January of the next year, we got married. Very
So,
fast.
yeah, I actually had to ask her dad on Skype, so there was that too. Somebody who I'd never met, but had to talk to him for the first time on Skype, and also to ask him if I could marry her.
I guess both of us are people that when we commit to something, we want to commit to it fully. And I guess both of us wanted to become like in a dating relationship when we knew 100% like the next step was coming soon because we were already so fully committed. I don't know. I guess we just had a connection that was like no other connection we had ever had with anyone else before, and we knew that our life paths were going down the same, road or whatever, and it just all made sense. It just all fit together. I never really had a serious relationship. I had, people that I talked to, but it was I never thought that I would get married to them. It was just always like just fake, and you sometimes just feel like you have to have someone to talk to or someone to tell you that you look pretty or whatever, and it was always just for superficial reasons. And then that's why we knew, because I mean, that's why I knew, is because I knew with him, it was just like a deep soul connection that I'd never had with anyone. It was someone I could like, from the first couple of days that I knew him, I just saw something that I knew that I could be with him for the rest of my life.
Yeah, same thing for me. It was nothing like before, and there was just this feeling. There was just something in there that was different and that was so powerful that, I couldn't just pull myself away from it. So there was that too.